Our next story takes place in that tall building right over there. Tall buildings were built to save space on the ground. But if that's the case, why are most tall buildings built on the ground?
How's your neck?
Oh, I just slept on it wrong. It's nothing. It's nothing. I want you to think more about the job and not about my neck, okay? When we bring in Matt, is his name, he's a third-year attorney, and what we're doing is we're seeing if he's a right fit with this company. And I just want you to sit in and take notice of how I handle this interview process, and you might be able to learn a thing or two about your next opportunity to be in my position if and when that happens. Do you have any questions?
Will I get to ask him anything?
Yes, you can ask him a question if you feel that you can handle it in a really responsible and professional way. I mean, I know you're doing this job. You've been hired for a particular reason, so I have a feeling I'm fairly confident in your ability, though I've never seen you in a situation like this, but I think ultimately you should be able to handle it, right? So all I need you to do is maybe write down the questions you're going to ask him and okay.
Legal Connections, may I help you?
May I speak to Augustine?
She's in a meeting right now. May I take a message?
There seems to be a funny echo. Is something wrong with your phone?
Not that I know of. May I take a message?
Just tell her Lisa called. I wanted to follow up about the IP secretary position we posted.
What's your phone number, Lisa?
She has my number. Just tell her Lisa, okay?
Thank you for calling Legal Connections.
So, how long have y'all been working here? Is school out for the summer already?
I'm helping out Aunt Augustine. She's my aunt.
Do you two always do everything in unison?
What do you mean, unison?
Do you always talk together like that?
Hello, Mr. Brombellarella.
Hello, Melissa.
Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brom Brom Brom, Rella Rella Rella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brom Brom Brom, Rella 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 Rella. Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brom Brom Brom, Rella Rella Rella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brom Brom Brom, Rella 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 Rella.
You must be Matt.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Augustine. This is Megan. She'll be joining us for your interview today.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Legal Connections, may I help you?
Mark, This is Matt.
So, Matt, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I was born in a small town in New England, and that's where I went to high school. And then I went to law school at NYU, where I got my law degree, and I passed the bar in New York, and I've been doing small claims court and tort law for about 3 years now.
Ask him if he likes lollipops.
Would you like to ask Matt a question?
Sure. How do you break the ice with new clients?
Well, if it's a really important client, I'll usually do a lot of research. I like to research where they're from, what their hobbies are, how many children they have, things like this, so that when I meet them, I can start a conversation about golf or cars, whatever they might like. And that usually helps break the ice really well with a new client.
Ask him if he likes Mr. Brombellarella.
Mr. Brombellarella, will you please leave?
The client we're interviewing for specifically needs litigation experience. Now, on your resume.
Let's sit down, Mr. Brombellarella.
And that was the last place I worked at.
So you think you're a hotshot, don't you?
And Augustine! And Augustine! Mr. Brombellarela's dead.
Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella, Mr. Brombellarella. Whew, that was a mouthful. Wonder what his first name is. Or was. I would have named him Stella. That way his name would be Stella Brombellarella. It's one of those Hollywood star names you'd never forget, right?